Welcome to part three, guys. I promise you all, this is the last one. I got my notes, so I'm gonna be looking down. Lego. A lot of you all are just like I was, not telling your story or actually being ashamed and not knowing how or where to actually start. Afraid that no one was gonna believe you because of how supernatural your story is or how supernatural your story actually sounds. But I've come to understand that when things aren't ABC 1, 2, 3, when you are no longer speaking the fluent language of the world, people are going to side eye it. And people are going to monitor, they're going to dissect every single thing that you do, every single thing that you say. And the solution to that is to surrender and become obedient. Surrendering and becoming obedient. And it's not going to happen overnight. To let you know that, honey, because it took me a little minute, okay? It took me a little minute. It doesn't happen overnight. And a lot of us still struggle with that. Because we were so used to doing things on our own time, but the Lord will get you together quick, okay? But anywho, by you telling your story, by you speaking up, by you lifting up your voice, that's actually going to set you free. It's actually going to set you free. The truth sets you free. So, how did I get in this mess? Honey, look. How did I meet a spirit spouse and sleep with him? Being thirsty, being lost in the sauce. And I was actually targeted in the spiritual realm by a group of individuals, a coven, so to speak. And it was during one of the worst times in my life. I was coming out of a narcissistic marriage that was, honey, look, that was full of witchcraft, unbeknownst to me. And so that's how I ran across Jay. We're going to go ahead and call him Jay. And I just wanted to party. I wanted to hang out. I wanted to drink, what y'all call it, a sneaky link. I just wanted a sneaky link. And yeah. And that was it because I had never been single. I had never been single. I think from like the time I was like 13 all the way up until that time. Like I was either um dating someone seriously or um in a serious situationship. And I would only mess with that one person. So it's like freedom, honey. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but the Lord made sure I didn't go in all the way to the deep end. But I was in there because, honey, that whole background, the whole background, child, was witchcraft. I said, my goodness, and here I am supporting the causes, honey, buying products, wanting to hang out and kick it. When I would come into town, call, be like, hey, like, what you doing? Let's link up, whatever. Let's go grab a drink. I just wanted to pop lock and drop it, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I did. I wanted to pop, lock, and drop it. But I literally became a sacrifice on somebody's altar. I literally became a sacrifice on somebody's altar. All because I wanted to pop, lock, and drop it. Being lost in the sauce. And I'm not being funny, but a lot of individuals get caught up because they be on their feelings and because there there are a lot of open wounds, and when people don't heal from their trauma, those wounds are open. Those wounds are there for the world to see. Rather, no, it doesn't matter how you try and hide it. It does not matter. There's going to be somebody that can see it. And I said that to say I had open wounds, and those wounds could be seen. And so those wounds, they were manipulated. I'm not blaming nothing totally on anybody. Please believe that. But the manipulation was at the highest of the high. Because in the spiritual realm, me and this young man were having intercourse. Morning, noon, night, night, noon, and morning. It sounds crazy, don't it? I'm talking about started a whole family in the spiritual realm, businesses in the spiritual realm, building houses in the spiritual realm, but nothing was physical. Literally, nothing was physical. It was going on constantly. That was the only thing for real, besides me going to work, that was consistent in my life.